Alrighty, this is Babette Bombshell coming to you at the Haunted Hotel. Today we're going to be cooking these Easter tragedy cookies. They're basically a fried egg cookie, and they're delicious. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the stuff that you need in order to make it. So here we go. First thing is white chocolate chips. All right, now don't spend a lot of money on white chocolate because there's not really any chocolate in it. It's just cocoa butter, vanilla flavoring, and sugar. So don't break the bank on that. Now these are Whoppers. These are Easter candy. You can use basically anything that's egg-shaped, but stay away from jelly beans. It's a contrast and it's gross. If you put jelly beans on these cookies, you didn't get the recipe from me. Don't put my name on it. Anyway, these little white ones here don't have good color contrast, so they're for the cook. You can eat these ones. Yummy. All right, here we go. Now this is cheese right here. It's kind of shredded cheese, the Fiesta blend that they sell for tacos, but that's going to be the crunchy base of our cookie. So we'll set that aside until later. Here we have apricot preserves or jam. And this one here says it's sugar-free with fiber, but that's not important. That's only because I'm fat and I need to take a poop more. So we'll set that aside. Oh, God. All right. And okay, a yellow food coloring. Now, we're only going to use a little bit, not a lot. So it's just there to pump up the color. Now, this right here is sweetened condensed milk. The brand isn't important. I bought this one because I liked the lady carrying a milk jug on her head. It made me laugh. Next up is spray cooking oil. Now, coconut oil. If you can think about switching over to coconut oil, because palm tree oil is what they're destroying the rainforests for. It's destroying animals' habitats, and people are coming in contact with things like Ebola. Switch over to coconut oil. It's better for you. Now, this is Parmesan cheese with Romano. Just Parmesan cheese is fine. It's there to add a flavor contrast. This is an ice cube tray. I bought this specifically for this. Isn't that funny? So stupid. But it's handy. You can form the yolks by hand, but it's easier just to boink, 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 pop them out. So this is handy. So I bought this specifically. But you can form them by hand. Anyway, all right, let's get started. Now here I have my little bowl here, and I'm going to get this jam here, our apricot jam. Oh, so butch. And I'm going to grab a nice big spoon and pull out some of this stuff. Stick it in the bowl. A little bit more, la la la. Alrighty, now this right here, I'm going to now add the sweetened condensed milk into this, just a little bit. It's a 2-to-1 spread on this. 2 parts jam to 1 part sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to put that in there. And the only reason why I go back here is because there's a little booger of jam in there and I don't want it in my coffee later. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to mix this. Da-da-da-da. Look at me go. I'm mixing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Da-da-ya-ba-dee-da-da. Oop-a-dee-doo. Yeah, yeah. Well, you want it all incorporated. That's where we're going with this. Now, just to pump up the color, we're going to use 1, 2, 3 drops of food coloring. That's as much measuring as this recipe calls for. It's not brain surgery. Now I'm just going to continue to mix that till the color is there. It looks like an egg yolk color. And as you can see here, the texture of it is kind of snotty. It's not going to come together. So what we have to do is pop this in the microwave for 2 minutes. You don't want it to boil or anything. You just want it to heat up enough so that the pectin in the jam is triggered with the sweet condensed milk, and it starts to form a kind of little custard thing. You can see that it's sticking to the spoon here, and it's sticking to the sides here on the side of the bowl there. So that's what you want. You want it to start to come together. So we're going to set that aside. I have my ice cube tray here, and I'm going to put just a little bit. We just want them to release without a problem. So just a little kiss, zap, zap, zap. But you don't want a lot of oil in there. And now I'm going to, quick as a bunny, put these in there. Now just this little silicone part. You don't want it. You're not making ice cubes. You're making just the tiny little roundels. So do that. And if it doesn't settle into the bottom of the roundel, you just kind of just, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap, 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 and it'll settle in fine. But you got a limited working time because that little custard is setting up. So you got to be quick about it. Again, tap, 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 tap. Now here is where it's setting up a little bit, and if that happens, don't freak out. Just put it in there, tap it down. You can wet your finger and push it into the shape. It's not a big drama. Don't be a drama queen. Now off this goes into the freezer so that they set up. In the meantime, I'm going to set my oven to 450 degrees. Let the oven preheat a little bit. Now let's get busy with our cookies themselves. So here we have a cookie sheet that's lined with tinfoil. I'm going to spray it with more of the coconut oil, just so we don't have a problem releasing them, which we wouldn't really anyway, but, why take chances? Here is our cheese. I'm not gonna use this spoon. This isn't Buckingham Palace, and I haven't, given any pap smears or hand jobs, so my hands are clean. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make little piles of this cheese here. Not real heavy, but not so thin that they don't hold together. They're gonna melt down and get crispy, and be the base on which we work. So you want them to come together into a little cohesive disc that has that kind of lacy edges, because this is my version of a cheese Florentine cookie. All right. So yeah, this isn't brain surgery. I'm not, kids can do this. There you go. See there? Just one little more pile, and it'll be ready to go right off into the oven. Whoosh, here we go. Woof. Here you go. Oh, sorry, everybody. Well, you've led full lives in your cheesy world. Boink. All right, now we're going to set the timer here for 5 minutes. We're going to watch them. Again, we don't want them to burn. We want them to get golden brown. Now, I'm going to take a second to show my ring here because it's predominantly featured. And now it's tax deductible. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and work on those Easter eggs to be cracked on top of the cookies. So we're going to take these Whoppers, and I'm going to take these. Now, there is a skill here. If I just chopped down through this, it would crumble away to nothing. So there's things happening you don't understand, or isn't it satisfying? All right, so now I'm going to show you a few more times how to do this so you don't end up with a whole bag full of Whopper dust. You have to come at these from a little bit of an angle, you don't use a serrated knife, and you're going to go only down about a third of an inch into it, and then pinch them apart, and then they'll stay together. Because if you just try to hack into these and chop them straight down through, they'll just blow up into a million pieces. So again, at a close-up, you're going to go in at an angle, saw, just only a third of an inch, and then pull it apart. Look at that. All right, so these are going to be the ones. I'll just do it one more time, just to a point belabored. But here we go. Perfect. Okay, so now these are going to be on top of the little cookies. The rest of these Whoppers, you don't have to do all of them, because most of them you're just going to use as décolletage to sell the concept to the cookie. All right, here we go. Now here are our little yolks out of the refrigerator and liberated from their mold, like little sunny maidens in a row. Aren't they just adorable? If you have problems liberating them from the mold, just put it on a hot towel that you've heated up in the microwave, and they'll just come loose and fall right out. Now here we are in our oven. We're going to get ready to check these cookies. Look at that. Oh, they look great. All right, so this one's exactly what you want. Golden brown, and there you go. Just some medallions. Now over here, this one's a little bit too blonde. Blondes may have more fun, but not in this dish. So here's what you're really aiming for. Perfect. Now to get them to liberate themselves, you're going to kind of give it a little twist and pull them right off. There we are. Twist and pull. If any of them, let's face it, these are 90% grease. They're going to come off of the tray. You're not going to stick. That's for sure. Perfect. All right, there we go. So now we're going to set these aside, and we're going to start to construct our cookie. Ta-da. We've got our white chocolate here. Now, you don't want to make sure to keep moisture away from white chocolate, because any water in there will cause that to seize up and get gritty. So we're going to heat that up for a minute. And if it's not ready, if it's not melty, just do it in 10-second increments until this happens. Until you can mix it. And isn't that satisfying just to see? Look at me go. I rock. But okay, so that's what you're looking for. And the ceramic bowl will keep it warm so that you can have more working time. You know, you don't want to put that in a cold bowl, obviously, because, well, there you go. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to reach for my cookies. All right, now with clean hands, queen, you're going to go ahead and put these together. You don't need to be too delicate about it. Too delicate here. You can kind of make a mess of it, you know. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's it. Oh, well, that's disgusting. Oh, how embarrassing. All right, anyway. You know, my point is that you don't have to, like, be too strategic. You don't have to have that there. See, and it's very forgiving. You just fix it like that. Now I'm going to add my Parmesan cheese around the edge. This is a salty, sweet, and savory. I had a girlfriend who used to like to make these when she had her period because it's salty, it's sugary. It's a lot of them I'll just serve the cookie like this. But for Easter, I add the cracked Easter eggs on it just to kind of make it Eastery. Isn't that cute? I mean, really, has there ever been such an adorable little cookie? Now, he'll go off to think about what he's done, and cool, and you end up with this lovely little cookie. Oh, how adorable is this cookie? Why can't food be fun? I mean, it have a sense of humor. Kids love this because of that, and there hasn't been a single time that I've taken this to, like, a party where people haven't loved it and raved about it. These right here, they're very rich though. You can only eat like 2 of them, or you're gonna qualify for handicap parking. Basically, you don't want to eat a whole bunch of them. But they are delicious and they're very popular, and they're sure to bring a lot of smiles to people at Easter when you show up at the door with fried egg cookies. Really. I hope you liked this. I hope you enjoy these cookies. And if you like it, subscribe and like content that you favor, and I'll create more of that. This is Babette from the Haunted Hotel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.